Hello Detroit Lions fans. Welcome to the channel and this big update. Get ready for a big change in the Detroit Lions offensive command. The Detroit Lions have officially announced the hiring of John Morton as the new offensive coordinator, replacing Ben Johnson. Before continuing, leave a like to support this video. It doesn't cost anything and helps us a lot. We are working on a goal of reaching 2,000 subscribers here on the channel. So help us out with your humble like, and if you are new here, take the opportunity to subscribe. Thank you. The decision marks an exciting return for Morton, who has a deep connection to Michigan and has previously worked with Dan Campbell and the Lions. Morton, who spent the 2022 season as a senior offensive assistant in Detroit, brings a robust and diverse background in football. In 2023, he took on the role of passing game coordinator with the Denver Broncos, working directly with Sean Payton. That partnership has yielded significant results, including an impressive rookie season for quarterback Bo Nix, who showed great improvement under Morton's guidance. Now at age 55, he returns to Detroit with the task of leading one of the NFL's most dynamic offenses. With experience as an offensive coordinator in both college football and the NFL, Morton previously held that position at USC under Pete Carroll and also with the New York Jets in 2017. That solid track record suggests he's more than ready to take the reins of an offense loaded with talent. The Lions, who have established themselves as one of the most explosive teams in the league, have an elite running back duo in Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. Fans expect Morton to not only maintain the high level of offense, but also preserve the creativity that Ben Johnson brought to the team, including the famous trick plays that have become the team's trademark. While fans eagerly await to see how Morton shapes the offense, one thing is certain: the Detroit Lions continue to invest heavily in a promising future. With a combination of talent, experience, and a strategic offensive vision, Morton has the opportunity to take the Lions to new heights next season. Imagine being at the peak of your performance on a competitive team, being considered a key player in the evolution of the defense, and still seeing your name circulating on lists of potential cuts. This is the reality for Detroit Lions linebacker Alex Anzalone, who, despite an $18 million contract and a decisive contribution last season, was surprisingly named as a possible candidate to be cut in 2025. But what is behind this speculation? And more importantly, does it make any sense for the franchise to go down this path? The Lions are in an enviable financial position. According to projections from Over the Cap, the team should have around $43.9 million in effective salary cap space for 2025. This means the team will have flexibility to sign, strengthen the roster, and invest in new talent, even without resorting to aggressive player cuts. That financial stability, coupled with a talented roster with few holes to fill, makes it unlikely that General Manager Brad Holmes will take drastic measures, such as cutting high-impact players without a very clear reason. Amid this scenario, John Whitaker of the Pride of Detroit website published an article listing potential salary cuts for the Lions for 2025. Among the names listed, Alex Anzalone caught the eye. Whitaker noted that the team could save about $4.8 million by cutting linebacker, which would open up space for young talent to take over on defense. He mentioned Jack Campbell as the natural successor at linebacker and cited the development of Ennis Rakestraw as a promising piece for the defense. However, Whitaker himself acknowledged the limitations of this idea. He noted that the Lions' defensive depth is critical, something evidenced last season when Derek Barnes' injury-related absence forced Campbell to take on a larger role. While Campbell has performed well, the loss of Barnes has already weakened the area, and cutting Anzalone would only add to that problem. The numbers don't lie. Alex Anzalone was a key player in the Lions' 2024 defense. After returning from injury, his positive impact was evident, transforming an inconsistent defense into a much more reliable unit. Cutting him would not only leave a hole that would be difficult to fill, but it would also create immediate problems for the team. Jack Campbell may show promise, But other players on the roster, such as Malcolm Rodriguez and Jalen Reeves-Maybin, are not ready to take on starting responsibilities, and both would be significant downgrades from Anzalone. Another factor that supports keeping Anzalone is the cost-effectiveness of his contract. With only a $7.2 million impact on the 2025 salary cap, he represents excellent value for the Lions. Cutting the player would save just $4.8 million, but it would create a $2.4 million dead money charge on the salary cap, a figure that would hardly justify losing one of the team's defensive leaders. The Lions have clear ambitions for 2025 to build a defense solid enough to compete for a Super Bowl berth. Alex Anzalone is an essential piece of that mission. Cutting him would be, in the words of many experts, a counterproductive decision that would jeopardize the team's defensive consistency. While rumors and speculation will continue to circulate in the offseason, one thing is certain: Alex Anzalone still has a lot to offer the Lions, both in terms of leadership and on-field performance. As the NFL trade deadline approaches, the football world is once again abuzz with rumors and speculation. One of the most talked about names this season is Las Vegas Raiders star defensive tackle Maxx Crosby, who recently made waves on social media and rekindled the hopes of Detroit Lions fans. Last year, near the trade deadline, there were reports that the Lions had reached out to the Raiders to explore the possibility of acquiring Crosby. However, as expected, the price tag set by the Las Vegas team was extremely high, and the talks did not progress. However, the connections between Crosby and the Lions did not stop there. Lions sideline commentator and close friend TJ Lang even informally tried to persuade him to join the Detroit team. To add fuel to the rumors, last March, Crosby was asked on a podcast which team he would like to play for if he were not the Raiders. Without hesitation, he answered, "The Lions." That statement further fueled the fan base, especially given Crosby's Michigan roots. Growing up in Lapeer, Crosby was a Lions fan and played college football at Eastern Michigan University in Ypsilanti. Additionally, during a conversation with Lions offensive tackle Penei Sewell at the 2023 Pro Bowl, Crosby was caught praising head coach Dan Campbell. This surprised Sewell, who was unaware of Crosby's strong ties to Michigan. And if that weren't enough, Crosby once again set the internet alight with a cryptic Twitter post last Friday night. The seemingly simple message was enough to spark a wave of comments and speculation. Lions fans flooded the post with requests for Crosby to join the team, making it clear that he would be warmly welcomed in Detroit. While rumors have also linked him to the Green Bay Packers, there's no denying that Crosby's emotional connection to Michigan and his stated admiration for the Lions make this a more appealing prospect for fans. However, financial and contractual barriers remain a significant obstacle. Crosby has 2 years remaining on his contract with the Raiders, and trading him now would result in a significant financial impact for the Las Vegas team. According to the specialist website Over the Cap, the Raiders would have to take a $10.2 million loss in dead money, but at the same time, they would free up $17.7 million in salary cap space and could gain valuable draft picks, something that could boost their rebuild. Despite this, the idea of Crosby wearing a Lions uniform still seems like a distant dream to many. However, in the unpredictable world of the NFL, one can never completely rule out a possibility. Crosby, with his strategic social media posting, has shown that he knows exactly how to feed fans' imaginations and keep the conversation alive. Interestingly, the post came after the Raiders hired new head coach Pete Carroll, but before the official announcement. Crosby's future with the Raiders is still uncertain, but his ability to generate buzz and engagement is unquestionable. In the meantime, Lions fans will continue to dream and flood social media with messages, hoping that one day this elite player will return to the state where it all began. Share your comment now, and thank you to all Lions fans. Remember to support the channel with your like and subscribe so you don't miss any updates. Until next time, and a big hug.